This woman is really too perverted. In order to be able to marry the king, the woman deliberately sprinkled a layer of salt on her fingers, and then wrapped with gauze layer by layer, waiting for herself to become beautiful. And her sister is even more awesome. Every day to hydrate their fingers. After 7 days, the woman removed the gauze. She didn't expect her finger to be dried up. The woman cried bitterly with sadness, while her sister's fingers became white and tender. She shoved her sister's finger directly into the doorway. It turned out that this lecher was a king. Once by chance the king heard a woman's beautiful singing voice. He thought she was a great beauty, so she sent an expensive gift. Today he came to admire the beautiful finger. The king leaned down, looking at the smooth, white fingers in front of him. He couldn't stop looking at them. He was sure of it. There was a beautiful woman in there. My dear beauty, looking at your charming fingers, I want to see your beautiful face. What the king didn't know was, inside the room are two 80-year-old women. Of course the woman would not let go of such an opportunity. Clamped voice tenderly said, want to see the beauty, must put out all the lights. Oh, my goodness, this is so exciting. The king did not even think about it and agreed. To be able to meet with the king, the woman had a sudden idea. Let her sister use glue to glue up the loose skin on her body. Then the woman wrapped herself into a mummy to the palace. According to the agreement, all the candles in the palace must be extinguished. After the two of them finished their exercise, the woman had fallen asleep from exhaustion. But the king got up and wanted to see the beauty's beautiful face. The faint light of the candle shone on the woman's face. Oh my God, liar! A great liar! This is an old woman. The frightened king ordered his men to throw her out of the window. The thought of them sleeping together last night made the king sick to his stomach. Fortunately for him, the woman's bedclothes were caught on a branch so she didn't fall to her death. At that moment a witch passed by. Although she laughed at the woman, she saved her, decided to give her a chance to become beautiful. The woman's skin became tighter and whiter. She really became a beautiful woman. This day the king was hunting in this forest. He saw the beautiful girl standing in front of him. All the tiredness disappeared. I have never seen such a beautiful and goddess-like beauty. And so the woman was brought back to the palace again. The king also promised to marry her as queen. Watch out! This old woman received an incredibly luxurious dress, and was invited to the queen's wedding. She was overwhelmed with excitement, because she knew that her sister must have become the queen. On the day of the king's wedding, his sister kept looking for her in the crowd, but she couldn't find her. Suddenly a big beauty pulled her aside. She told her that I was your sister. The sister touched her face in disbelief. Oh my God, what's going on? Why did my sister become so beautiful? But before I could ask, she was dragged away by the king. After the wedding, sister kept following her and asked her how she became beautiful. In fact, she didn't know what happened. In the face of her sister's pestering, she just made up an excuse that she had a new skin. I didn't expect my sister to take it seriously. After leaving the palace, she asked everyone on the roadside, "Can you give her a new skin?" Everyone thought she was crazy, until he met an old man. Her sister promised to give her all the jewels she had as payment. Then the old man agreed to her request. The old man tied his sister to a tree like a pig, but the sister was not the least bit afraid. On the contrary, she was very excited. And so it ended. Sister walked back to the palace covered in blood. It didn't take long for her to bleed to death. At the same time, the sister's skin also appeared in its original form, fleeing from the palace in disgrace. This is the end of the film. In fact, who does not want to have a young and beautiful face and body? But everyone will age. Don't resist. That is the wealth that time gives us. Thanks for watching.